First, we want to go to the south of France, where Ann Curry is standing by at the Cannes Film Festival with Brad Pitt. Ann, take it away.
All right, thanks a lot, Matt. Good morning, or shall I say bonjour, along with Brad here in Cannes. That's right, very nice French. We just come from the screening of Inglorious Bastards. Did I just say that on national television?
You did.
Inglorious Bastards. It's a movie, though, with a very serious part. It's funny, but also very serious, about Jewish vengeance during World War II, and also during, well, against the Nazis. And you lead this guy, this tough hillbilly from Tennessee. You lead all of these Jewish soldiers to try to take down the Jewish army.
Guerrilla unit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's many components to the film. It's broken up in chapters, and in true Tarantino style, it's outrageous. But you're talking to someone who hasn't seen the film yet.
The premiere's tonight.
The premiere's tonight. We just finished 3 months ago, and he's already had put the thing together and is unveiling it here. So it should be a good fun.
You wanted to work with him again. You actually didn't work with him directly the last time.
Right, he wrote True Romance that was directed by Tony.
But tell me about this guy, this character he created for you. He's scary. He's got where did you get this accent, this thick hillbilly?
No, it's very, Quentin's very specific, and so much so, there's an international cast of, but he cast Germans for German, Brits for Brit, Americans for American, and was very intent on us, speaking our own languages, which makes sense. I'm surprised we haven't done it before, but it makes it much more interesting in the film. And this was very distinct for Tennessee. When you come to a set, he has the backstory from the day practically the day the guy was born till the moment that we see him in the movie. So.
There's something really, you had a lot of confidence as you spoke with this very deep rural accent, and you
well, I'm comfortable down there.
You're comfortable with that? Yeah. With him or with accent?
I'm comfortable down there, yeah.
Down in Tennessee. But the thing about it is there's not really a shred of the humanitarian Brad we've come to know, because this guy is heartless. What would you say drives him to lead these people, basically it's a powerful statement about Jews standing up, large, big, powerful Jews taking down the Nazi machine.
I think there's much more to it than that. I don't know how to describe it just yet. Again,
because you haven't seen the movie.
But I think it's the character comes from a strict code of justice, and obviously any kind of philanthropy comes from that as well. And that's about the only place where the two cross. But it's
is it because of justice that you chose the part, or that you agreed to be part of it?
No, I mean, well, I certainly like what it said, but. It's Tarantino. You want to work with these guys with specific voices. I knew immediately. This is
Tarantino as only Tarantino.
It is outrageous.
Yeah, it is. And so as a result, there's a certain amount of violence in this film. Are you squeamish at all about it?
A little bit of violence.
Yeah. Do you think that there's going to be controversy? Yeah. Do you think there's going to be any controversy about the way Tarantino created this film? It has a little humor, has a kind of vengeance to it.
I would
about
think
this
there'd
particular
have to be something if he's done it right, which I'm sure he has. There has to be some rumbling somewhere.
So you don't mind a little controversy?
No, I think it's good.
Meantime, there is no controversy about this recent naming by Time Magazine. You were named one of the 100 most influential people.
That's really, for
really what
flattering.
You've done with Make It Right in New Orleans. But it wasn't just about it's not under the entertainment category. It's under the builders.
I don't know. It's really nice. It's working down there, as you know. You've been really gracious about supporting us down there, and you've seen it grow, and it's exceeded my expectations. And but it must be said, it's hundreds and really thousands of people who've worked on this to make it happen. But I'd like to. James Carville and Mary Matlin and Time Magazine gave me some legitimacy, I guess, which I appreciate.
How soon before you have actually your goal reached of, I think, 100 houses by...
150 is our goal. We'll have 100 by the end of the year. And so into next year, we'll have the 150. But I'm hoping we can expand there, because the machine works.
Thinking about you being one of the most influential in America.
That makes me really
world.
uncomfortable,
I know, and also I know this, if you think that makes you uncomfortable, how about this one of People Magazine's most beautiful. You've been named that more than I think once.
That's fine.
You've got these movies, with Quentin Tarantino, these fantastic movies that are coming out and have come out. You've got this, beautiful partner in Angela.
Where are we going, Ann? Where are we going?
I want to know what you want next. Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied? Where are you in your life right now?
Like right now, Angie's been working, and I've got to be home a lot with the kids. And let me be the cliche. It's really rewarding. And where am I heading? Yeah, it's still been about discovery and finding new things and new things of interest. And the kids certainly are responsible for a lot of that. And yeah.
So are you settled?
I'm right in the zone.
You're in the zone. Yeah. Would you describe it as one of the happiest times in your life? Maybe if anybody looking at your life would say, what does he not have?
One of the most on track, I would say.
Cool. That's very cool. And so in terms of what you want to do in terms of making a difference and making all of this happen, what's guiding you now?
So the movie takes place in World War in Nazi-occupied France.
You know, people don't know this about you. You're actually more humble than people realize.
No, I'm
you
just...
are.
I'm just,
look at him, he's blushing.
No, it's the sun. It's the sun.
Let's know. Okay, so then what's next? What's after this? I
really don't know. I'm gonna do something this summer, and I really don't know what's next.
Okay, I need to know who dressed you.
Mr. Ford personally dressed me. He showed up today.
You just pick out what you want.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of women watching this right now, women who watch the Today Show, are really envious of me right now because I get to stand here and come talking to you. What do you say to the women of this story?
I really, thank you, and really, let's move on.
Okay. So in terms of let us really do get back to the movie, because I think that Quentin Tarantino in this movie is really trying to replicate what happened in 1994 with Pulp Fiction, which is a kind of boost from this particular festival. Do you think he's
I'm sure he is. I mean, this is like, you know, the Holy Land for films, and he is he's one of the great auteurs, and he's won the Palme d'Or here, so it's special to him. But you also got to know he came here early. He's watching every film. He supports all the other directors and their efforts as well. I mean, there's a real sincere, unique love that he has for the art form. Yeah. Well, it's genuine, and it's really great to be around that energy.
Well, you know, you're very genuine too, and I can tell you, I know you haven't seen the film, but actually you're very good in it.
Good,
and
thanks.
it's a good film.
Good.
Brad Pitt, thank you, and keep staying in the zone, buddy.
All right,
now
the zone.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
We've got another interview after this, I think in about an hour, Matt and Meredith, with Quentin Tarantino and also some others. They'll be back from Cannes pretty soon.
All right, Ann, thank you very
Ann,
much. Thank Brad for us. Yeah, and Mike Myers, part of that interview as well.
It's so interesting because he really doesn't feel comfortable or like to talk about himself. I mean, he wants to talk about the projects and stuff, but you can see he's kind of shy.
Humility
yeah,
there,
a lot of humility.
Which is awfully nice.